the show, the eternal show. We're never gonna die. We're gonna live forever. Mike is a wizard and I am a witch, but just kidding, I'm not a witch. Please don't hang me or burn me. Is that what you did to witches in Salem and back in the day? Don't burn Mike either, please. We're not really witches and wizards. We don't know how to do magic.
Ew, gross.
I ended way too high up there. Oh, my dog didn't wake up, though. I could have sworn she would have hated that. Well, that was a hard note to hit, and it was not the note.
No, it was not.
I hope you all still love me. I hope you all still love me. I got so excited about being a witch, and I got so scared about being burnt at the stake.
It was not as bad as the national anthem girl yesterday at the NASCAR race.
Does your family watch NASCAR?
Well, my dad and my brother are hella NASCAR fans.
Hella NASCAR. Hella. I'm a little bit, not surprised is too strong a word, but whatever word is like 2 degrees less than surprised. Flabbergasted. No, that feels worse than surprised, right?
Taken aback.
Yeah. I'm a little bit... whatever that is. Intrigued. That your dad likes NASCAR. I wouldn't have expected.
Yeah.
Not an insult, not a criticism. I just didn't expect it.
That's basically the only sport that was ever on in our house. Is every Sunday or Saturday night if it was a night race.
My gosh, my family, we used to go to church and then we'd come home and have to watch a fucking race. And I was like, I'm sorry, I have homework I have to pretend to have so that I don't have to watch this shit. So fucking boring. In my humble opinion.
Yes. Yesterday, Danny came. My sister and my niece Danny and my nephew Matthew were all just like in the other room playing piano and shouting songs at the top of their lungs. And then Danny came in. She's like, "Are you all just tired because you're so bored watching the race right now?"
Yeah. I feel like she's my spirit animal.
Yep.
Is that when Matthew tried to jump through the hoop and completely missed?
Oh, my gosh. What a night. What a night. Yeah.
Morgan made it. That was fun.
What you didn't see was the 30,000 attempts before that.
That also didn't make it through?
No.
Oh, Matthew. How old is he now?
Matthew
50?
is 4, I believe. He's going to be 5. 50, yeah. Oh, no, he's 5 because he's in kindergarten right now.
So 50.
Yeah,
5.0.
50.
50. Get 50.
Get 50.
Anyways, my dear friends, welcome to AAWY, the And Also With You podcast from Affable Idiots. Every week, join us and all your other lifelong friends as we laugh together.
Giggle, giggle, giggle.
Share secrets. I might have a wart on my arm. Have I said that yet? As a secret?
I don't think so.
I don't know if that's what it is. It could be skin cancer. I need to see a doctor. Anyways,
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Strengthen our friendships. Pardon?
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Maybe it is Maybelline. I hope it's not skin cancer. I don't know what it is. It's probably a wart, but who knows? But we're going to figure it out, guys. It's cool. I'll just cut my arm off if I have to. It's just my left hand. I don't use it. MD.
Got some more MDZ. This time in bottles because they didn't have any.
Kansas.
That's like drink out the side of your mouth.
Was the equivalent of a farmer with hay hanging out of their mouth, or like a smoker with a cigarette hanging out of their mouth. But the Mountain Dew Zero version of it.
That's oddly refreshing and energizing at the same time. Mountain Dew Zero.
I love that.
Brought to you by myself for birds.
I'm drinking a French 75. It's
75-year-old French woman?
And Prosecco and ginger and lemon juice. And I think that's it.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of things to put into a drink.
It's pretty good. Well, I didn't make it. Casey did. He's my mixologist and
Typical.
My boyfriend.
You need a man to get you drunk.
I mean, to get me classy drunk. If I wanted to get shit-faced, I could do it myself. If I wanted to get, like, trashy drunk, that'd be fine. But anyways, so we've laughed. We've shared some secrets. Next, we have to strengthen our friendships. On this off-color, Mr. Rogers-esque wire show. I'm one of your hosts, Jesse Neal, and with me, I have Chad Michelle Innes.
Hola, Coca-Cola.
Hola, Coca-Cola.
That's
and
Spanish
all
for
you
hello,
other lifelong
Coca-Cola.
friends. listening and watching across the globo. Un globo. I'm so happy to be here with all of you.
And also with you, Jessica.
It's my Christian name.
Heathen.
Now, Mike Michelle, I'm going to start by asking you a question.
Okay. Spaghetti.
And I expect you, I don't want you, I expect you to answer honestly. And that question is...
Okay, yep.
Have you ever shaved your toes?
Ooh, no. No, I have not. There are a few parts of my body that I have never shaved. My toes are part of that.
Interesting.
I
haven't either.
I don't have super hairy toes like a lot of people. I don't have hobbit toes. There is hair there. But it's
You
not
do
something
have, I mean, your feet are weird as fuck because you
Okay,
can
my
do all those
feet-
weird, like, doing your toes over
my
top of each
feet
other. Like,
are
you can.
super extraordinary. They are extraordinary.
They are extraordinary. You're right. They
Yeah.
are outside of the ordinary.
Yes.
I have also never shaved my toes. I also don't have really hairy toes.
I have shaved my chest a few times. One time specifically being for the premiere of the final Harry Potter film.
Is that because you went topless, or?
No, it was just to celebrate The Boy Who Lived, and I was going to shave a lightning bolt into my chest hair. But my chest hair is not really dense enough. Like that's
Should have done it into your back wings.
Into my back wings, yeah. But when I shaved the lightning bolt into it, it wasn't really defined enough, and it looked just like a weird floppy penis.
When did you do that? Were we living in Chicago? Were you living together then?
No. That was when I worked for a children's theater company in Minnesota before I moved to Chicago. Yeah.
I was gonna say I could have totally just we could have shaved it. I could have done some eyeshadow, some contouring. Could have made it really work for you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry
that
we
same
weren't
night-
living together then.
That same night when I shaved the sad-looking wiener into my chest hair, wanting it to be a lightning bolt, it was before a lot of movie theaters had reserved seating, so we waited in line, me and my tour partner. We waited in line for the movie, and right behind us in line was one of our kids, who was like 7 or 8, one of the kids that was in our show, and his parent. And my tour partner and I were the last ones who made it into the theater. And we looked at the kid and we're like, oh, I'm so sorry. We're not going to miss
Sucks
this movie.
to suck, little
sucks
fucker.
to be you.
What a buzzkill. Thank God for the seating that you can reserve, huh?
Yeah, thank America for
It helps you not get your hopes up as well, because you can easily see you're not going to get in.
Exactly.
Now.
Exactly.
That poor kid. I bet that kid is like a high school dropout. Beauty school dropout. That kid's a beauty school dropout.
Right, 100%. 100%.
100%. All right, let's recap. Let's recap about some competition last week.
Recap.
So we did the Denzel Ned game, the Denzel Washington movie antonym game, and I got, how many out of 15 did I get?
Hold, please. I will let you know. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 out of 15.
9 out of 15. I feel pretty good about it. And
Yeah,
unfortunately, we don't
know
know how the rest of you did, because my phone did not remind me to do the poll. I'm bad at social media. Please love me anyway.
Nope, no love. I do have
I was
a
gonna
message
say,
from
what-
the New York Times. The New York Times would like to issue a correction on last week's game. When describing how I came to this game idea, I had mentioned I went and saw Tenet, and if you closed your eyes, Denzel Washington's nephew, John David Washington, sounded exactly like Denzel Washington. It turns out that he is not his nephew, but rather his son. That is the
Is that the
correction.
guy from the movie? Oh, the Spike Lee movie that came out where?
Yes, the Black Klansman.
Yeah, that's him, right?
Yep.
It's the same guy.
Correct.
Yeah, that is his. He's a good actor.
Yeah, he's real good.
I mean, Denzel is also a good actor,
Yeah, he's real good.
but his son, yeah, awesome. All right, that's okay. We forgive you. You know, familial ties can be difficult sometimes.
It's true.
You know,
It's true. Nephew, son, pool boy.
husband. All right. Well, I hope you guys didn't beat me because I'm competitive. And if you guys beat me,
That's the
I'm
whole
just
reason
gonna
you
have to
didn't put
get
up the
over
poll,
it.
because you just didn't want to know if someone beat you. You just want to come out on top.
You can't trust these people taking this poll. They could just say whatever they want.
We can't even verify they listened.
But this week.
Yes.
So, what's this character? Are you being a sexy librarian? Are you being a sexy businessman?
I'm being a sexy Harry Potter.
A sexy
These are
Harry Potter.
glasses. If I do it on this side, I'm a sexy Where's Waldo.
That's less sexy. That's your less sexy side, but that's because you're holding it with your left hand, right? You
Because
can't
Harry
quite
Potter
get
is
the
sexier
positioning.
than Waldo.
I mean, everybody's. I don't know, actually. Waldo probably seems like a nerd, like a lanky nerd, and you know I like lanky nerds.
You love the lank.
I do. I love Lamp.
I love it.
So this week, we have a game that I have titled, Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego? Just kidding! Where did this
That's a game
movie
already.
happen? So essentially, we've got 4 rounds. I lied. We have 3 rounds.
Okay.
4 in each round. For
Okay.
a total of 12. I'm going to give you a movie, and you have to tell me where the bulk, like maybe sometimes they went out of this town, but the bulk of the movie took place in what town or what city.
Oh, Jesus.
I've tried my very best to keep you in mind while I've been putting these together. We have what I'm hoping will be the easy round, the medium difficulty round, and the hard round.
Is it multiple choice?
No.
Okay. I'm going to die.
Well,
I'm terrible with
try
geography, but let's go.
I can try. If you need clues, let me know. I can
Okay.
see if I can come up with clues on the spot.
Okay.
But for example, let's say I said, this is really easy and obviously not going to be on the actual test.
Correct.
Wolf of Wall Street. Where would that take place?
Bruges.
Wall Street?
Bruges.
Yeah, Bruges.
It took place on Wall Street in Bruges.
In Bruges.
No, it took place in New York City, you silly.
Yeah, yes. So you get it.
Yeah.
it. Okay, round 1. Are you ready?
Okay, spaghetti.
Take a deep breath. Really seal your oats. Round 1. The Departed.
Boston. Final
Got
answer.
Got it.
Yeah.
If
Alec
it's a
Baldwin all
Wahlberg
sweaty,
movie.
bumping into stuff.
If it's got a Wahlberg in it, it's Boston. Right?
Yep.
All right. Number 2.
Number
round
2.
1, question 2.
Dos.
Moulin Rouge.
Ooh, I know this one. Moulin Rouge takes place in El Franco. That's France.
That's the country,
Sorry,
though.
Paris, France.
Yes. You got it. See?
Woo, 2 for 2.
So
2 for 2.
So far, so good. I'm just
Fucking
putting little
love that
asterisks.
movie. If anyone's not seen Moulin Rouge, I want you
it's so
to take
good.
your eyes. I want you to submit them to the sun's power.
But don't look
That's it.
directly at the sun.
Just submit them to the
okay, if
sun's
you want
power.
It's such a good movie. And Ewan McGregor, oh my gosh, he blows me away with his singing voice.
It's true.
Ba,
He's a
ba,
gem.
ba, ba, ba. He's so fucking good. Freaking excited. All right. Question number 3, round 1.
Okay.
Die Hard.
With a vengeance. Oh God! What if I can get Nakatomi Plaza, but I can't get the city? Is it? Oh.
Nakatomi Plaza is right. Do you have any like inkling, or are you feeling led at all? I'll tell you, it's not New York. He is a cop from New York
Right.
who flies to this place to visit his wife and child. Well, does he have a child yet? Yeah.
Son of a.
I'll tell
butt.
you, it is. What's a clue I can give you that doesn't immediately give it away? It's on fire right now, probably.
En Fuego. Yeah, I was thinking I was thinking L.A.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what I'm going to say. It's L.A.
Yeah?
Final answer?
Yes.
Hell yeah!
Give it to me, Jimmy. Yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy. Yeah.
Perfect. It takes place in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
I mean, it takes place in Nakatomi Plaza, but that's in Los Angeles.
Los Angeloso.
Now, this is, if you're familiar at all with this movie, it should be easy. I don't know how familiar you are with this movie, whether or not you just know of it or you've seen it. Okay. My apologies if it's more difficult than I anticipated.
Okay.
But the last level, or the last question in round 1 is Scarface.
Oh, shit on my fallopian tubes.
So, do you remember? I can help you.
I have seen this movie.
You have seen it?
Yes.
Do you remember what? So it takes place in this country.
I think. I'm gonna say Miami. Final answer.
Boom.
Yeah. Fucking suck it. Derek Fellrath in
Suck
third
it past
grade.
Mike, who thought he couldn't do well on this.
That's right.
Did somebody insult you about Scarface in third grade?
Nothing to do with Scarface. It was just the first kid. I remember it was after a baseball party, and Derek Fellrath, or a baseball game. We all came over to my house for a baseball party in the pool. And, I don't remember what he said, but I remember I scratched him real bad.
He was a jerk?
I guess he was a jerk. Actually,
Probably
I remember being
it.
friends with him. But
maybe you were just being like hyper you, and you just scratched him because you thought it'd be funny.
Could be.
All right, are you ready to move on to round 2?
I am spaghetti for 2.
Fortuitous.
T for 2, spaghetti for 2.
All right, question number 1, round 2.
Okay.
American Psycho.
Oh, but okay. I know this is in a city. Mm-hmm. In a world.
Okay, so remember, think about their business cards. They're businessmen.
Yeah.
Working in one of the biggest business places.
Yeah.
Working in finance.
Yeah. I mean, I was already prone to say New York City because like you have the apartment that he kills people in is like a high rise. It's like it's in a really tall skyscraper. So I'm gonna go towards New York City.
Boom. I would have also accepted Manhattan as it was a specific borough, but that's a borough, not a city.
Gotcha.
So New York City is exactly where it happened.
A lot of employees of certain companies are getting burrowed right now.
Meaning
furloughed.
Yeah, you did. You stupid.
I'm so clever.
You're so dumb. If you remember the country in which this movie took place, you should know the city.
It in Bruges? Is in Bruges on this list?
No, that was gonna be my my example, but because it said specifically Bruges, I was like, I can't. It's like too easy of an example. Parasite.
Oh. So I know the filmmaker's Korean, but I can't remember. I don't think it takes place anywhere in China, but I just can't remember whether it's Korea or whether it's Japan. I'm leaning towards Korean. But the city, I only know Seoul.
Do you know Korean cities?
I only know Seoul. And that's what I'm going to say. Final answer, Seoul.
You got it.
What?
Took place in Seoul.
I'm going to pat myself on the back with this Harry Potter coat hanger, a.k.a. coat hanger from Target that had a Harry Potter shirt on it.
Coat hanger. Ha. I'm a coat hanger. I hang your coats. That's not a coat hanger. If it hung a shirt, it's a shirt hanger.
Oh, it's a shirt hanger.
Hanger.
Hangry.
Hanger. All right. Question 3.
Oh, man.
This is, ever since I saw, side note, for whatever reason, because I think I used to do 3 like this, But then Inglourious Bastards came out, and they were doing the whole like, you did this, but it was this, or whatever. I don't remember, but it was like when, yeah, that he did like you did this.
They're supposed to count like this.
That's right, but they did this, or did he do this? I thought he did this. He did.
All I know is the right.
For those of you not watching,
yes.
I think he did pinky ring, middle finger for 3 instead of thumb, index, middle finger. So ever since then, I started to think about it, and I was like, what's the most comfortable way to do it? This is the most comfortable way for me.
The problem is we're getting a little off
I think I
topic
do
here.
1, 2, 3.
That's the problem. If I'm saying, hey, one thing, it's always the pointer finger. 2 things, it's always pointer and middle. But then whenever I'm counting 3,
you do this. What feels best to you?
I'll tell you what doesn't feel good. This pinky.
That
ring,
doesn't feel good
middle.
to you?
No, that feels
Pinky
not
ring
good.
middle is my way. It's like how I do it now. I was like, because like so index middle ring does not feel good to me. It feels strained. This feels good. This is easy, but for whatever reason, this is easier. And I think it's because I can put my index finger behind my thumb, and it just feels like if my index finger is trying to force itself out, my thumb is there to hold it. So it doesn't feel like I'm having to do much work.
My thing is, I think if I know that I am counting to 3 or more, like if I say, okay, here are 5 things you need to do. 1, 2, then I will start with my thumb.
Me too.
And I will count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But if it's like, I don't know, 1, 2, then I start with my pointer finger. If I'm uncertain about how many things I'm going to be counting.
Isn't that so interesting? Who would have thought this game would have brought us to this conversation? But it's so interesting because this made me think even more about how I do it. But question 3.
Here's what I don't do. I don't do this for 3.
Here's 3. Wait, no,
Shocker.
It's this. Stupid. Okay, question 3, round 2.
Okay. Fight. Chappie. Oh shit. This one I'm completely lost on.
Okay, can you remember the band that's in it?
Right. Deontord.
Do you know where they're do you know where they're from?
They're
It's
weird
not
as
Germany.
fuck. It's not Germany. They're weird as fuck. I feel like they're Danish, maybe.
No.
No?
I'm going to tell you no.
Okay.
Keep
okay.
thinking.
They're weird enough that maybe New Zealand.
So here's the thing. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
And this is a common thing where I hear this a lot, and other people do. Like when they listen to people from this country speak, they do sound like they're from New Zealand or Australia, more like New Zealand. But it's a different country altogether, but it was conquered by England at one point. That's why their accent is similar, I think. Are you familiar with District 9 at all?
Yes.
Do you know where that took place?
I also don't remember where that took place.
I think they took place. These 2 movies took place in the same.
British Columbia.
No. Okay, it's in a country. It's on a continent that has pirates
Somalia.
right now. That's the country, but this is a different country on that continent.
I honestly, if you ask me, is Somalia in the Middle East? I have no idea where Somalia is.
It's in. Okay, how about Morocco? Do you know where Morocco is?
No.
It's in Africa.
Okay, great.
Okay, it's the
I am
The
the
only-
captain now.
exactly. This took place in the country that had. Do you know where Nelson Mandela's from?
South Africa.
It's there. It's like the capital. It's like the main city. I don't know if it's the capital. It's the main city in South Africa.
The prison where Nelson Mandela was held. I think it's safe to say I lose this one from all the clues you have to give me. But I know nothing about South Africa other than
Nelson Mandela.
Scarlett Johansson from there? Somebody's from there.
And that's not Scarlett Johansson. It's
I don't know. I said Johansson.
Mighty Joe Young.
Oh, Johannesburg. That's why I said Johansson. Which is the goddamn city, isn't it? Yeah, I still didn't get that one. Not at all.
Yeah, I don't think we can give you that one. But you did. You got there.
I did get there
I'll
eventually.
give you half a point for that.
Okay.
Should I give you half a point?
Give me a half.
I'll give you half a point. I'll give you a chub. Johannesburg. You got it. Okay. Question 4, round 2.
Got it.
While you were sleeping. It's a Sandra Bullock movie.
I don't think I've seen it, but here's what I'm going to say. Seattle, final answer.
Chicago.
Oh.
She's a CTA. She works at taking the coins before they switch to the cards.
I don't think I've seen it.
And then Peter Gallagher gets beat up and gets knocked off the train platform. And
Gallagher
a train's
gets
coming.
beat up? The guy with the hammer? The sledgehammer and the watermelons?
Is that him? Oh, gosh. No, he's the scary guy. Tiptoe through the tulips. He's terrifying. I can't stand him. Like, he scares me. So you get nothing for that one. But I love you anyway. I mean, honestly, though, you're 4, 5, 6.5.
6 and a chub.
For 7. All right, I'm going to have to help you less on these.
Okay.
Because it's round 3. This is the hard round. I'll help
Okay.
you, but not as much as I helped you on Johannesburg.
Great.
All right, round 3.
Fight.
Question 1. Flash dance.
Does a warehouse count?
I'll give you a clue. Mm-hmm. Kasey is from there.
What is he, from Georgia?
I went there recently.
Philadelphia?
Same state.
I'm going to say Pittsburgh, but I don't feel good about this one because you gave me so many clues.
I helped you too much.
I'm
It's
going to say
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh, yeah.
I'll give you another half point. I'll give you a half point.
Okay.
I'm feeling generous.
Oh, so sweet of you.
Question 2.
You okay?
I'm sorry. I slapped my face and Siri thought I was asking her a question. That was stupid. That's why I made that face. Okay, question 2, round 3.
Fight.
The girl with the dragon tattoo.
The girl with the
Think
dragon
the
tattoo?
original one. Mm-hmm.
Isn't that I think it's a Swedish film series.
It is?
And everyone knows Amsterdam? I don't know. I don't know any cities in Sweden.
It's a different country.
I don't know.
That's Belgium. That's Belgium.
Yeah, I don't know any. Sweden has Norwich.
Think about socks. Old-timey socks.
Booty Sweden. Little booties.
Do you give up?
I give up. Yes.
Stockholm. Stockings?
Oh, like the
Old-timey
syndrome.
Stockholm syndrome.
Like Syndrome from In The Incredibles.
Like Sinbad from Life.
Like Sinbad the pirate, not Sinbad the actor.
Oh, I was thinking the pirate.
Like Sinbad and Rob Thomas in Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
What a great episode that was. Okay. Are you ready?
Spaghetti.
Question 3. Round 3.
Fight.
Slumdog Millionaire.
Oh, gosh. This is India.
It is India. Think big cities there.
Yeah. Oh,
like one of the main places. Like if you're going to go to India for business, where are you going to go?
Business. I'm gonna say I'm only 80% confident this city is in India, but I'm gonna say Bangladesh.
I did the same thing earlier. That's a country.
Is it?
Earlier today, Kasey and I were talking about this, and he was like, yeah, you should do Slumdog Millionaire. I was like, yeah, it's Bangladesh. And I was like, no, that's not even in India. And he was like, yeah, that's a different country. I'm sorry. Male, female version, same person. Is Bangladesh your final answer?
That is my final answer, yes.
No, I'm sorry.
Hyderabad.
It's Mumbai.
Oh,
Bangladesh. I love that you said the same thing. Although, remember when I was wearing that dress and I said, guess where this dress was made? And you said Bangladesh, and it was.
it was. That's right.
Most
I'm
clothes
so
aren't made in
small.
Bangladesh that we wear here. Thank you, World Market. Okay, question 4, round 3.
This is the final question.
This is the final question. And this was hard for me, but I haven't seen this movie.
Okay.
I think you've seen this movie. Argo.
I have seen Argo. I saw this movie my senior year of college. We went to the Silverlight Theater in Salisbury, North Carolina.
Home of Cheerwine.
Home of Cheerwine, yep. Saw this with Jesse and Kanan, and the whole movie we were making comments about what we were seeing on screen and making snarky, really funny comments. And the woman who was sitting by herself in front of us was so tickled. She was laughing at everything we were saying.
Tickled.
This movie was great.
She's so tickled.
This, I want to. It's like it's an operation in the Middle East somewhere.
Yes. You are on the right track.
Argo is the name of not the city, but it's the name of the plan that they're putting into place, the mission.
Can you remember the country?
I want to say it's Iraq, but
It's similar to that.
tip in the direction of culture. I'm gonna say, I don't know any Iranian cities though.
It is that country.
Yeah, I don't know any Iranian cities.
So I'll tell you, it kind of slant rhymes with the name of the country.
Tehran.
So how would you
Hey!
And it's Tehran.
Hell yeah! I think
Way
that
to
deserves
go.
a chub too.
Pardon? A chub?
I
Half
think that
point?
deserves a chub.
I'll give you a half point. That's fair. You
Yeah.
did really well on this. And you thought you were going to do really bad. And there were only 3 that you got nothing on.
There
out of
we
12.
go.
So you got 4, 5,
Drink of
6.
champions. Ooh, ooh.
You got 6 and 3 halves, which makes
7 and
7.5
1 half,
out of 12.
which makes a half
You did
less
great.
than 8.
Out of 12. I made a note about it.
You made a
You
note?
did actually. You did so much better than you thought.
I did.
How do you feel about
Somebody
yourself?
bring
How
me
do you
some
feel?
ham.
Bring me some ham.
I feel
People
great.
like the way she says ham.
I think this is how I'm going to be wearing my tie for the rest of my life.
Wasn't there a movie where somebody tied their tie around their head like that?
Karate Kid.
There's apparently, I've never been on a roller coaster before. Sorry. A new Netflix show called Cobra Kai, which is
Okay.
about the bad guys
First
in The
of all-
Karate Kid.
First of all, it is not a new Netflix show. It is an old YouTube Red show. And YouTube Red no longer exists, and then Netflix just got the rights to it.
Is it because nobody wanted to subscribe to YouTube Red? Because
Correct.
why?
Correct.
Thought so. Sorry, YouTube. Love you.
So it is. I watched the first 2 episodes of it yesterday.
Is it good? I feel like it looks like it's going to be
Not good.
awful.
It
Okay,
is
yeah.
not good at all. The writing is terrible. Everything the main character is the blonde kid that gets his ass kicked at the end of the first one, and then his arch nemesis is the kid who kicked his ass, who is now a car salesman, and he's like kicking the competition, and he has billboards everywhere, and everyone gets a bonsai tree whenever they fight or whenever they buy a car from him. It's absolutely horrific writing.
That sounds really terrible.
Everything, and the blonde guy is such a terrible actor. Everything he says, I just
sounds
want
like
to punch him
that
in the
show
face.
sounds like a terrible excuse for those 2 people to have a career again.
Yeah. Yeah. And you can tell that, in fact, it's all kind of a metaphor for their lives, because the whole first episode is this guy is now washed up in his some 40s, and he's just like, his whole life is still revolving around him fucking up
How
as
he
a 12-year-old
beat that guy
kid.
in high school. Or, yeah, not even high school.
And so the guy who got beat, the blonde-haired guy, he's just like, everything sucks. He sees that guy's billboard and he's like, "Ugh," and he's still driving his old-ass car that's falling apart because he can't let go with the past.
He has to go buy a car from
And so
that
it's
guy.
just like this. It's like, I never did anything after the movie The Karate Kid, and now it's like, I'm gonna do it again. And we're gonna call it Cobra Kai. And in the movie or in the show, he's gonna do it again. He's training the kid the same way Mr. Miyagi trained Jaden Smith.
Stupid. The only way I even knew about that show is because Kasey and I, in the afternoons, especially during the week, we'll sit out on our back porch because our dog, when we take her down, when one or the other of us takes her down to pee, in the afternoon after her nap, she likes to go down there, find a stick, just the best stick, and bring it up to the back porch and chew it on the back porch. So usually during the week, Kasey will do it, and then when I get off work, I'll go out and sit with them. And then we play heads up. And Kasey and I do not know much about, like, pop culture. So one of our favorite things to do is play the pop culture round, because there's usually not that many cards in that deck. And then we'll play it, and then once we get it, like, I'll be like, oh, for example, Drake we call him the wheelchair rapper. Because he was in a wheelchair in Degrassi, and he's a rapper. And like Cardi B, we would just say Megan Thee Stallion's friend, because Megan Thee Stallion was on WAP with Cardi B.
Wet ass pussy.
So once we get through it, macaroni in a pot. So once we get like, we're like, okay, we've got what we're gonna say about each person to get you to get it. We speed run it like on Twitch. And Cobra Kai was one of them, and I was like, I don't know, I think this is a rapper. I'm not sure. I didn't know. And so I was like, okay, the second name, and I got him to say Cobra Kai, and he laughed at me. He's like, that's not a rapper. That's a TV show about the bad guys in Karate Kid. I was like, all right.
Yeah.
And then I looked it up, and I was like, this looks like it's going to be literal trash.
Yeah. Yeah, it's trash.
And
Don't
it
watch
is.
it. The only reason I know about it, well, I knew about it when it came out, but I had no interest in it because I didn't ever watch Karate Kid as a kid. I watched the Jaden Smith Karate Kid, and it was pretty good.
I never saw that one.
But I recently on Twitter and Instagram put out a call for people to tell me things that I should watch because I need more TV to watch.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
but I put some specifications in there. I said the TV has to be great it has to be great or better.
somebody
It
said
has
Cobra
to be
Kai.
and a very trusted source said Cobra Kai, and then another.
Do I know
source,
this trusted source?
I don't
Is it
know if you've ever
Kanan?
talked to this. No, it's his name is Dallas. He's a fan of the shows.
Oh, I've heard of. Oh, Dallas, you're getting called out.
Yeah, it's okay. I called him
I
out
haven't
on Twitter
spoken to
and I called
Dallas
him out in text message.
specifically, or
Yeah.
I haven't spoken to Dallas personally. I think I've spoken to Dallas through this podcast.
But he
before.
wasn't the only one. He's not the only one who recommended Cobra Kai. He was just the most vocal, and he's been telling us
He's
to watch
like
it.
Tigger.
He watched it last week, and he's been telling all of us for the last week to watch it. But it's not good. People just did not read the very first instruction, which said it has to be great or better. Don't
It's
just
like
name
Holden
shows that you
and,
think are fun.
Mr. Robot.
That was one of the rules. I said, no, it has to be great or better. Nothing I've seen before. No Mr. Robot. And then I said, genre is irrelevant. Subject matter is irrelevant. Period pieces have to have good writing so that they're not boring.
I have a movie you should watch. Casey and I watched it last night. You have to You have to have
Maybe.
subtitles on. Are you open
Okay.
to that?
I am not opposed to subtitles.
I mean, it's Korean, and you watched Parasite.
Correct.
It's a Korean zombie movie, and they make great movies. Korea.
Zombies do.
Well, they make great zombies. Korean zombies, man. So, like, seriously. But this movie is called Alive. I think it's like #Alive.
Okay.
It's really good. Casey and I watched it last night. But if you're interested in a unique take on zombies and just good film, you should also watch Train to Busan. It's also Korean.
Dang.
I love it.
Why don't you just marry a Korean person?
Well, I can't. I'm in love
Why
with
aren't you and Kasey going to be in a
American.
throuple with a Korean person?
I don't like to share. I don't like to share my penis.
Let's move on to our honest discussion.
We've just been talking. Last week, we discussed what our perfect waiting room would look like. And we learned a lot about ourselves. And basically, I realized I just recreated an airplane, but in an office, in a doctor's office. I mean, truly, that's what I feel like I created.
Yeah.
But this week, Mike, why don't you tell us? Well, do you remember what we're going to be rating?
I do. So we are going to rank the best pieces of furniture to sit on that are not intended for sitting. So that's what we're doing this week. We've previously ranked the best chairs, and chairs was kind of a loose definition. Like we had a hammock chair in there,
and that was all before we became, and also with you. That was
that's right. That was pre-cum
turn of the century.
WI.
Pre-cum. Yeah, pre-cum. Totes.
So now we're going the other way. Like we know what you're supposed to sit on, what feels good, but what can you sit on that's not intended for sitting, and what feels best? So furniture in your home, not intended for sitting, ranked in terms of sitting comfort. Makes total sense.
Can we in that include like the arm of a sofa?
Of course.
Love
Any
doing
part
that.
of furniture that's just not intended to be sat on, including the arm of a chair.
Perfect. Now, I see here you've created the beginnings of a list. Are you going to be updating the list, or
Yes,
shall I?
I will go ahead. We're just going to call out furniture and I'm going to make a list of it, and then we can decide which one. And I'm depending on how many we have, I might want to go top 10, but we'll probably end up with a top 5.
We will see where we end up.
I'm going to go ahead and start by putting arm of a chair.
Yeah, arm of a chair, sofa, like whatever, arm of something.
Right, exactly. Arm of something.
Does the floor count? Or does that
is not a
not
piece of
count because it's
furniture.
not
No.
furniture?
Not furniture.
Perfect.
Kitchen table.
Yes. Kitchen counter.
Kitchen counters, yes.
That's
kitchen
a great
counter.
choice. What were you going to say?
I'm also going to say coffee table.
Oh, definitely a coffee table.
Definitely a coffee table.
What about, that's not furniture, this doesn't count. Like the railing of your porch, that doesn't really count as furniture.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Railing. No, that'll count. That'll count.
I love a good railing.
Yeah.
That's
Stairs.
I love getting railed. Stairs, yes.
You froze on the best face. Oh my.
Well, I don't know, because you froze on my side too, but I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I'm on my thingy. I said, because I made a joke about railing. I said, I love a good railing.
You froze right at the joke again.
I said, I love a good railing.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Can confirm.
That's so annoying. I don't know why I froze. I'm sorry.
It's okay. You're also bouncing. You're pulling a Holden and you're bouncing in size on the screen.
I think we're having internet issues. I'm so sorry.
Yes. That's all right. The audio podcast will still be really great, and that's where most people listen.
Please still love me, fans. I love you, fans.
Only fans.
Yeah, we can get you naked.
Yes. Arm of a chair, kitchen table, kitchen counter, coffee table, railing.
My dog.
Jesse getting railed. Stairs. No, your dog does not count as furniture.
I'm just kidding. I don't sit on her. She's got 3 legs already. I don't want to subject her to
This is what I do. I sit on you. This is what I do. I sit on you.
Sit on you. What about an exercise ball? That's not going to be on the top 5.
It's not furniture, though.
You're right. It's not. What about a dresser?
Dresser. Uh-huh.
Bookshelf
100%.
dresser. Desk.
Desk. Hell yeah, desk. File cabinet.
Oh, yeah. Washing machine? Does that count as that's an appliance, but we'll count it.
Washing machine and dryer are going to be high on that list for ladies.
Yeah.
For sure.
I don't think you understand how the clitoris works. I'm kidding. It might do more for men, honestly, because your balls touch it immediately, and I don't know how sexy balls can be. All I know is I was watching
Scrubs recently, and Dr. Elliot Reed had not had an orgasm, and then she went and sat on a washing machine, and she had her first orgasm.
Oh, man. I feel sad for somebody if they haven't had an orgasm in general. Mm-hmm. But then somebody who's sexually active, obviously. But then if you have your first orgasm and it's just sitting on a washing machine, it could be so much better than that. But you know what? Also, maybe I don't feel sad because she started low. And she think of the orgasms that await her.
Yeah, if she thought that was good, she'll love Pornhub Live.
She'll love that thing that they use with the little round head that vibrates like a massager.
Yes, and all the squirting videos. Let's continue talking about sitting.
Awful. I hope nobody that's in my family ever listens to this. Whoa.
A bed frame.
Bed frame. Like
yeah.
the end of the bed, like the foot of the bed there?
The footboard,
yeah,
the
definitely.
headboard of the... Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. My dog's bed.
Nightstand. Dog bed.
My dog's bed's actually
shelving.
Kind of lumpy. Shelving. Yeah.
Yes, Shelvis Presley.
I'm adding that to our Halloween mashup right now.
Mashup costume list. Shelvis Presley.
Shelvis Presley. I don't think you added the one you texted me the other day.
Did I not? I also sent it with Siri, and it didn't turn out very well. I don't remember what it was, though.
We can discuss that now or later. Like the candy.
Windowsill.
Ooh, I love a good windowsill.
But it's not furniture.
I mean, neither is a washing machine or a dryer. That's
You're
an
right.
appliance.
Windowsill. Put it on the list.
Yes. I think we're... Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I think that's a good bathroom sink.
It's wind.
Very good.
Bathroom sink. That's a good one.
What about the edge of the bathtub?
That's where I sit when I need to pet egg.
I remember there was one time I went to go get something from your room, and I opened a drawer, and somehow your pet egg fell off of whatever it was on, and it cracked open, and all of your foot dust went everywhere, and it was so gross.
I hadn't emptied it. Yeah, I don't know why I did that and didn't empty it. Maybe it was maybe Mike will come in here and fuck himself.
And fuck himself.
Oh no. No, I think I just didn't empty it because I'm, disgusting.
Maybe it was while I was hiding that body wash bottle. I don't remember what I
still have that body wash bottle, just so you know. I still have it.
Any other furniture you can think of? Now this is if we're going with the appliance route, refrigerator. We used to sit up there whenever we wanted to hide during hide and seek because as little kids, they're not looking up high very much. They're looking at eye level. It was a great spot.
That's true. Refrigerator's good. A credenza?
What exactly is a credenza?
A credenza is like a... it's like if you have a short, like a regular... you remember my dresser for my bedroom? My white dresser? Mm-hmm. It's like that height... But it's usually in your entryway, and it's just like a decorative armoire, sort of, but shorter.
Okay. Gotcha.
But I mean, who has a credenza? Rich white people?
Yeah, wasps.
I don't want to make it white because it doesn't have to be for white people. I'm just gonna say rich people, because I don't know. Perhaps
snobs.
BIPOC do have credenzas. I don't know who has credenzas. My family doesn't. I thought a credenza was a plant, honestly.
Sounds like a plant.
Until I recently learned, well, and by recently I mean like 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, learned what a credenza actually was. I was like, that's weird. I could have sworn it was a plant. Credenza.
Do.
You spelled it right. Look at you. I mean, you spell it like it sounds.
Yeah.
Do.
I can't think of anything else.
I think that's
a piece
it.
of furniture. Not
Unless you have like an armoire and you want to sit inside of it and hide.
Armoire it is.
Like the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Armoire.
Exactly. The wardrobe is an armoire.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare an armoire. That's what I'm
You just
gonna start
hit
calling
each other
arm
with your
wrestling.
arms.
I'm gonna call it armoire.
Armoire.
I think that's a really great list. If there's anything we're missing, audience, let us know, and we will re-rank.
Let us
entertain you.
Is that a vegetable?
Lettuce is a vegetable, yes.
Ugh. Lettuce, the vegetable, no.
Okay, so let's take a look. I'm going to read through them all pretty quickly, and then let's start to pick out which ones are the best. So we have the arm of a chair, kitchen table, kitchen counter, coffee table, a railing, stairs, a bookshelf, dresser, a desk, file cabinet, washing machine, dryer, bed frame, nut, date nut, banana, sorry.
Chaco chip.
Bits of glass muffin.
Yeah.
Bed frame, nightstand, dog bed, shelving, windowsill, bathroom sink, edge of the bathtub, refrigerator, credenza, and armoire.
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 Well, I could tell you. I yawned.
You're yawning.
Thank you, yawning.
You're welcome, yawning.
Thank you, Yanni Kokoris, live at the Acropolis. Different Yannis. Arm of a chair. I love a good arm of a chair.
I am also prone to an arm of a chair. You know
I
why? Because it's so close to being right, but
Yeah.
it's just enough to be naughty.
Yeah, exactly. And like,
it was
if I
intended for
do it,
some
my
sort of
dad's
comfort.
like, "Don't sit on the arm of the sofa." And I'm like, "Oh, I feel like a teenager again."
All right, so I'll put a little check mark next to arm of a chair for sure.
Kitchen table is good, but I enjoy a kitchen counter a little bit more.
Kitchen counter is better. Here's why. Kitchen table, more
tip
often
over.
than not, like it can tip over. Yep, for sure. Especially if it's not steady. It also, I feel like there's a higher risk. Although counter can be this way too, but a high risk of sitting in something that you aren't aware of.
Yeah.
Like jelly.
The jello and the pudding. That's
But
my what's
counter.
his
I
name?
am more prone to sit on a counter though.
I am too. I enjoy a counter because you can do that. Like a kitchen table is just like, it's a certain height and you can easily just like lift your butt up onto it.
Right.
But the counter, you have to put your hands and sort of jump
And
up.
you have
so
to
you
do
get
that
a bit of a
little leap.
thrill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am
You
I
get a
or
bit of
am
a
I not
thrill
going to
while you're
make it?
doing
Whoa.
I love a good kitchen counter.
And it's also usually like you're sitting on the counter while conversing with someone else while they're making something. And it's like,
Yes.
it's a nice communal activity. Whereas if you sit on the table, you're just like, what the fuck are you doing on the table?
Exactly. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
We
People
eat there.
off of
Get your
that.
butt away.
Yep. I love sitting on a railing everywhere, whether it's waiting in line at Disney World, whether it's
Yep.
out on the back porch.
You gotta sit on a railing.
Railing's great. And I love railings because there's usually something for your feet to do as well. Whether it is a lower railing or whether they're like slats that you can kind of play with your feet and kick.
Or a fun design that you have to
Yeah.
like figure out the best place to put your feet.
Railing.
I love
Railings
a
are
good
great.
railing. Railings.
I love a
Are
good
great.
railing. Railings
I just
are
can't.
great.
I'm a child. I'm such a child.
And here's the
I
next
mean-
thing. Stairs are the next go-to for me. Like if I can't find a chair, the next thing that
Yeah.
I'm looking to sit on is a stair.
Absolutely. And you've got varying levels of like places or varying levels of places to put your feet.
Yep.
So maybe I'm in my 30s now. My knees are bothering me. Maybe I want to have my feet more down. Or I don't know. We're eating. I need to have my feet a little more up so that my legs are more here. I love a good stair.
Stairs, it's kind of like a choose your own adventure with height. I can sit on it and be comfortable. A small child can sit on it and be comfortable. If they choose only one stair versus my 2 or 3. Stairs is a plus. Stairs is a plus.
I love a good stair.
I've never sat on a bookshelf, but usually I feel like they're packed full of stuff and they have shit on top of them.
I'm scared of a bookshelf sometimes. I'm afraid I'm going to knock it over.
Yeah.
If I were to sit on it.
I'm not going to say yes to bookshelf.
Agreed.
For similar to the same reason, I'm going to say no to desk, because desk I feel like often has expensive stuff on it.
Yeah, it's usually got a computer
monitor,
or an expensive desk lamp or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a dresser, I don't sit on dressers a lot. And if it's a tall dresser, like you're tall, you have your taller dresser. At least you used to. I don't know if you still do.
I no longer do.
Oh no!
Yeah, I had to get rid of a lot of stuff when I moved into
the trash bottle in there once.
You did. When I moved in that tiny San Francisco apartment, I had to throw some stuff.
Get rid of it. A dresser like that, I wouldn't sit on, but a dresser like the white one that I had, which I still have, it's just in our guest room.
Yeah,
I would potentially sit on that, but I wouldn't go for it though. If I was hanging out in somebody's bedroom.
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily go for the dresser either.
I might lean against it, but I'm not going to sit on it.
Yeah. Yeah. The window frame I'd sit on. I know we're not there yet, but the windowsill. I would sit on that in a bedroom.
Yeah, especially if you have one of those that are kind of a little bit more, not just a windowsill, it's a few inches, but a little bit more of a nook almost.
Yeah. I would totally sit there.
Totes my goats.
A file cabinet?
No, see, here's the problem with file cabinet, nightstand, bed frame. There's not enough butt room.
Yeah. Well, a bed frame, I could, if it's a bed frame that's got a bit, more of a bit of a flat part at the top. Let's say we're sitting on the frame part at the foot of the bed. It's not going to be as comfortable though.
Right. Not a fan.
Yeah, I would, and I have, but it's usually uncomfortable and digs into the, right below your butt.
Yep.
Uncomfortably.
Dog bed
washing
would be
machine or a dryer, I'd sit on.
I agree. Washing machine and dryer I don't want to put them both on here.
Yeah.
I feel like
I would say then dryer because it can get warm and feel nice on your butt.
Done.
But yeah, I say that. Because sometimes the washing machine in its spin cycle can just get so. Sometimes it can be off, uneven, or just
That's when it's
wild.
Best, though. That's when the orgasms are the best.
Are the best, but it knocks stuff off. Ours are stacked here, so it's the washing machine on the floor, and then the dryer above it. And the washing machine can just spin so vigorously that it just knocks shit off the top of the dryer.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to deal with that. I want to be comfortable.
Imagine knocking boots on top of that thing.
Knocking boots.
Edge of the bathtub, I feel like, is more of a necessity than a comfort thing.
Yeah.
It's And
I would never sit in a dog bed just
no.
I'm going to sit in this dog bed.
Yeah, I need somewhere to sit. Let me sit in this dog bed. Nah.
No. I'll lay sort of beside it or a little bit on it when I'm trying to get my dog to stop trying to get on my bed. But really, it's just when I'm trying to get my dog to do what I need my dog to do.
I think we've got 6 right now that we've said we would sit on. 7 if you count washing machine, because I'm going to put washing machine on there. You can put dryer on there. We'll talk about them.
Perfect.
In debate.
Perfect. Yeah, we'll put them both on and we can discuss the pros and cons. I'm not trying to masturbate in front of people, though.
No one said you have to sit on these in front of people.
Oh, I guess I was just imagining sitting in a group of people. If I'm in a group of people and all the seats are taken.
See, I think that's where we're fundamentally looking at this differently. I'm looking at the most comfortable chair to jerk off in. What are you looking at?
The most comfortable place to die.
Okay, so we've narrowed it down to 7, which means we're going to make a top 5, and we're going to rank them. We have the arm of a chair, the kitchen counter, a railing, stairs, washing machine, dryer, windowsill.
I mean, honestly, 100%. I could just take off washing machine and dryer and be happy with those 5 and then rank those.
You know, I think I'm okay with that. Here's why I'm okay with that. I'm looking aside from finding a room to shame myself in.
Aside from the masturbatory benefits.
Right. I'm looking for somewhere to sit, probably to talk with people, and like a washing machine and a dryer is like usually in like a tiny closet somewhere in the house.
It's a closet, a separate
gross
room, or the bathroom.
Yep. All right, let's take washing machine and dryer off of that.
I'm fine with it. Like, those are both good places to sit if you just happen to be there.
Yeah.
But I think, yeah.
So
I'm glad we
chair,
concur, doctors.
Kitchen counter, railing, stairs, windowsill.
Windowsill. Boy, you're back
Windowsill.
home, aren't you?
Yep.
I love
Mace
it. It's so good
windowsill.
to hear. Windowsill.
All right. I'm going to say railing has to be top 3.
Definitely.
100%.
100%. I kind of feel that way about arm of a chair.
Yeah?
Do you feel that way about arm of a chair? You seem like you don't.
Arm of a chair, it's as we mentioned, it's one of those things that like feels so wrong that it's right, and you're a little bit naughty. But also, depending on the chair, it's not comfortable. Especially if you have one of those like chairs with the wooden arms that are just kind of covered in fabric. Yeah, that's
true. I guess I'm thinking of like the arm of the green chair that you have or had.
Right.
The arm of the sofa or love seat that we have here, where it's like a bigger cushioned type of a thing.
Yeah.
That type of an arm, I'd feel comfortable on. But yeah, like a wooden...
But I think about like if I'm going to sit on that for an extended period of time, I'm usually going to have to... I'm balancing myself a little bit.
There's less support.
Yeah.
But a railing can have almost no support.
Well, that's where your feet come into play.
That's true. You're right. Okay, I'm fair. That's fair. Stairs. I think stairs.
Stairs, I think, are so versatile.
They're so versatile. You can do a slinky down them.
Yes, you can. You can't do a slinky down a railing.
You can slide down them head first.
Yep, you can on a mattress, on a piece of cardboard.
Or feet first. I mean, obviously sit on them because that's what we're talking about.
That's what
stairs
I
are
do.
there's so many things you can do with stairs. You can, like with my nephews, you know, or my niece even. Sometimes we'll play toys on them, and you have different levels. And you know, you have to have your toys climb. There's just so much you can do on stairs. And like, let's say we're sitting there, we're sitting on the stairs. What our nephews or niece or children, you know, depending on who you are and what your little human life is like.
What your little human life is like.
There's just like, you can have them, they can be doing things, but you're sitting and you're comfortable.
Yeah.
I think that's a great place. Stairs are great. So railing, stairs. I enjoy a good kitchen counter.
I do too.
Because you could also sit crisscross applesauce. Assuming you don't have your shoes on.
I was also thinking about like overhead cabinets. Like, do you have space to actually sit on it?
See, I'm imagining in this conversation, because this is just what I have currently, our kitchen counter also kind of extends out to one side as a peninsula where there aren't cabinets above.
Yeah.
But that's a good point.
We've got like an island in the center of the kitchen too at my parents' house. So like you have that.
It's a lonely island.
The lonely island, yeah.
That's a good point though. If you don't have counter space like that and you only have the counter space where you have cabinets behind you, that's going to be less comfortable.
It is.
So I think we need to decide if we... I'm okay with if we wanted to just assume that in whatever kitchen there is space like your island or my peninsula. I'm okay
There's
with that
some
since
kind
you
of-
and I both have that.
Yeah, there's some kind of uncovered kitchen
Right.
surface.
I know not everybody has that, but I'm okay to just for the purposes of this, just like assume.
Here's
that
what
exists.
I'm gonna put out there into the world. I'm gonna throw out a 1, 2, 3, and I want your opinion on it.
Okay.
Stairs, railing, kitchen counter.
I'm into it.
Yeah.
I
Any
dig
holes
that.
you can poke in it.
No, I dig that.
Stairs.
I think stairs definitely should be the first of those.
Railing. I almost typed raccoon. Kitchen counter. And then
like
that
it.
just leaves windowsill and arm of a chair.
Honestly, I think. Well, assuming the windowsill is wider, I would choose windowsill because it's easier to get your feet onto the floor and have something for your feet
Yeah.
to rest on in a windowsill. Potentially, but on the arm of a chair or a sofa, you can also do the thing where you sit and you have one leg sort of up, but your other leg you're sitting so that your like leg on the outside is just down.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you have I think maybe arm of a chair should be fourth. Only because you have multiple different ways you can sit on it. You can sit with your butt here, both legs here.
You have
You
options.
can sit with you have options. I think
Yeah.
you have more options than you do with a windowsill. So
I think we've got it.
Armchair should be fourth. Do you agree?
I think we've got it. Yeah, I agree.
Perfect.
So here it is. Our definitive ranking of the Affable Idiots, AAWY, things to sit on that aren't meant to be sat on. Number 1 being stairs. Number 2 being railings. Number 3 being kitchen counter. Number 4, the arm of a chair. Number 5, windowsill.
Those are perfect. That's the perfect
a great
order.
ranking. That's great.
It's a perfect order.
We fucking
I feel
nailed
good
that.
about that.
High five.
I just want to go sit on all these things.
No, we only
That's
get one
fine.
high five. That's it.
Oh no, I wasn't high-fiving you after that. I was just looking at how it looked in the camera.
Oh,
I just wanted to see how good my hand looked while I fived
I've got
you.
a sexy hand. I'm gonna go talk to you
Look
later.
at this hand.
Well, thank you, Jesse, for going on that little journey with me.
That was a fun journey, the band. I thoroughly enjoyed that.
See,
So, well, now let's move on, and I'm just going to tell all of you about our YouTubes. Please do follow us on the YouTubes, Respawn Aim Fire, Affable Idiots, and We Are Called, and also with you. We have all three,
AAWY.
right?
AAWY.
We have all three.
Correct.
AAWY, AAWY, AAWY.
Everybody now.
Five things. Please follow us on YouTube. Give us a like. Give us a love. Tell us you love us. We'll tell you we love you even more than you love us because you couldn't possibly love us as much as we love you because we love you, and that's what I said.
True.
Please also follow us on Twitter at Affable Idiots and Respawn Aim Fire. There is not an and also with you. We do also have Facebook for just Affable Idiots and Respawn Aim Fire. Not much going on there, but if we get enough people to like it,
If you're a
we can pick it
Facebook
up.
fan, if you're a fan of being on Facebook and you would like to interact with us there,
let us know. Let us know because we're
And,
we're not big Facebookos.
Yeah.
But we have them, and if that's where you like your social medias, or if you like that a lot, let us know because we can put some more energy into that. We just haven't, but they do exist, and we do have them. So
They do exist.
they do exist.
M&Ms.
And then the Santa faints with the M&M. Let us know, and we can do that. We just, if you guys don't care about Facebook, then we don't care about Facebook. But if you care about Facebook,
Then we'll
we care
pretend to
more
care a
about
little
Facebook
harder.
than you'll ever know. Then what?
Then we'll pretend a little harder.
Now, we're going to talk about our conversation starter. This
Okay.
week's question comes directly from my living room. From my lover. We joke about that because that's such a gross word. Calling somebody your lover. Kasey.
Barbara Hernandez.
The Welsh Liam's Hotel. Kasey wants to know, of all of the various forms of precipitation, what is your favorite form
That's
of
an
precipitation?
excellent conversation starter. Thank you, Kasey Kane from NASCAR, for asking that.
My boyfriend, Kasey Kane from NASCAR. Yep. I guess it's a NASCAR guy.
That's great. That's a great question. So precipitation, for those of you who don't know, it's part of the water cycle. It's a fancy word. I'll take you through the cycle right now with a little thing that I learned from 4th grade Miss Guyan's science class. Evaporation, condensation, precipitation, woo! Evaporation.
That's fun.
Condensation. Yeah, it's the woo is runoff.
That's fun.
It precipitates, and then you go woo, and it runs off into the streams, the lakes, the oceans.
What a great way to learn that.
Yeah.
I like her.
Yeah, she was pretty fun. Her nephew was a douche.
Well, I hate him, but
Yeah. But,
oh no.
So what?
My thing stopped recording at some point, and I don't know what happened, but I just caught it.
Happened?
I just caught it. I don't know when it stopped, but I've started it again.
Started again.
Sorry.
Yet.
I looked down recently, so it should still have happening.
Great.
But we'll figure that out.
Perf.
Cool. All
So
right.
precipitation is the water falling out of the sky in some form, whether it be snow, sleet, rain.
Does dew count? Or no, dew is more condensation.
Dew is condensation.
And dew, and when your windows fog up, whatever that is condensation.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
That's not fog. I don't know what you'd call that.
We're talking specifically.
But it's like when they fog up.
Yeah, we're talking specifically about rain,
sleet, snow, hail.
Hail.
Is that all of it? Let's look.
I guess that's it. I totally forgot sleet existed for a long time.
It sucks. I'll tell you right now, it is not my favorite. Sleet sucks.
Rain, sleet, snow, hail.
You've got... I Googled forms of precipitation, and weather.gov has listed rain, drizzle, ice pellets, aka sleet, hail, small hail, aka snow pellets, snow grains, which is like a frozen drizzle.
Okay.
Apparently. Ice crystals. And I think that's
it's a victimless crime.
Mist, fog, smoke, volcanic ash. I think we're getting it. This is sand, haze.
Yeah, no.
Get
water falling out of the sky.
Weather.gov.
So that's what we're gonna figure out. What is your favorite form? If I had to pick one, my favorite form of precipitation would be snow. It would still be snow, even after living in Chicago for several years. I know a lot of people are like, oh my God, snow is great for a day, and then it starts melting, and then it never goes away, and then it turns black and slushy. And it's just like, as long as you live in a place where the snow, like there's undisturbed parts of snow occasionally, like in people's yards or in a park or something like that, and it can still look pretty somewhere, I'm still a fan of snow. It's also beautiful when it's coming down.
It's so beautiful when it's coming down. And also, like, winter, just like the regular winter terrain, is not cute. There's no grass.
Right. Yep.
It's just like dirt or mud or dead. Your trees have nothing on them. It's just branch.
Yep.
Just literally nothing.
Just branch.
It's just branch.
Michelle Branch up there singing everything to me.
Everywhere to me?
Whatever.
When I close my eyes, it is you I see.
University of Illinois at Chicago. UIC.
Stupid. Yeah, the winter terrain, like topography, terrain. We're gonna stick with terrain.
Yeah, terrain's a good one.
The way that winter looks is not cute. unless you have snow. And I, having lived in Chicago for 8 years as of this past September 1st, which is insane to me, as a 31, almost 32-year-old woman, I still think, gosh, snow is so fucking annoying. Gosh, it sucks. But it's still the best. Precipitation. Like, it is. I don't, like, but, you know, I also love rain. And without rain, then in the not winter months, we wouldn't have the green, we wouldn't have the color, we wouldn't have the beauty of what we have.
I also like rain. But
I like rain if it's a downpour.
Yeah.
Like if we're having a storm.
I like...
If it's just drizzling and misting and being like pissing on me when I go out there, like spitting at me, I don't want it.
I
But
really
also
like
when
rain.
it's raining, my dog pees and poops faster. So
That's
nice.
good.
She loves the snow. She hates the rain.
I like it. I like rain. I like watching rain from inside. I like
Oh, it's so
listening to
nice.
rain. I don't like being in rain.
Yeah.
If I'm outside while it's raining, it's like, oh,
In
my
a summer
socks are going to get
storm?
wet. Once I get wet, then I'm like, oh, God, I can't go anywhere.
There have been summer storms in the past where I'd just like, with some friends, go outside and just like jump around and dance and be stupid in the rain. I love that. But it's not something that I'm just going to, like, it's not something where I'm going to be inside sitting and cozy and like, let's just go outside and play in the rain.
Exactly.
Where
And
snow is
it's
something you
like,
do.
If I'm sitting inside and it's like a downpour or it's raining, that's enough to be like, oh, you know what? I don't have to walk to Walgreens right now. I can wait till later. If I'm inside and it's snowing, I'm like, I don't think twice about it. It's like, okay, cool. I'm going to put on my jacket and I'll walk to Walgreens.
Just put on my boots, my jacket, yeah.
But rain discourages me from going outside because I just don't want to do it.
And because like rain, when it hits the ground, it sort of splatters back up a bit. When you walk, your shoes can sort of kick it up onto the back of your legs.
Yep. When you're biking in the rain, it comes back up onto your lower back, makes you look like you shit upwards.
I remember the first, like after that really shitty winter where it was like -50, the first day it was like, nah! We went biking on Lakeshore Path and we got home and we were like, bleh,
Yep.
covered in it because the snow was melty. Like that, it was still there. And when it rains, if it's windy at all, it just like rains on like under your umbrella and you still get wet.
Yep.
And it's like, ugh. Ugh. And snow will still blow on you, yes, but it's frozen. And yes, when it lands on you, it melts, but it's different. It's a different, like the wet feels different.
And you can oftentimes
does with
brush it
rain.
off too. Like you get into wherever you're going, a store or whatever, you just kind of shake your jacket a bit, shake your scarf.
Yeah, exactly. So you're not just like soaked like you can be with rain.
Yep.
And especially here in Chicago, when you get a big storm, a lot of wind comes with it because we're so close to the lake. And I mean, your umbrella can be basically useless. So I think snow.
I think it's snow. That's my favorite form of precipitation.
Even if it is a nuisance here because nothing closes down. Snow in North Carolina is magical because things close down. Because they don't have the stuff, I don't know if, is infrastructure the right word?
Yeah, I think so.
They don't have the infrastructure. They don't have snow plows. They don't have trucks to drive around and ice all your roads and your sidewalks. And business owners aren't necessarily going to be going, and homeowners and icing their sidewalks and all this stuff. So stuff just closes. And I love it. You miss school. You miss work. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
But here, it's like, sorry. Go build a snowman and bring it with you to work while you're at it.
Bring it
sucks.
with you. Dummy.
But snow. It's still snow. It's so pretty. It's snow.
Great question, Kasey Kane.
Thank you, Kasey Kane from NASCAR. Stupid. That brings us to the last titty bit
Little baby titty bit.
of our show. Our parting positive thought. And this comes to you direct from Oprah,
It's true.
queen of life. Really. She says, be thankful for what you have. You'll end up having more if you concentrate on what you don't have, you'll never, ever have enough. And that's true. You got to focus on what you have.
Yep.
I mean, always work for things that you don't have, things that you need, things that you want, things that you desire. You can work for that, but focus on what you have, and you'll realize you have a lot.
I concur, Oprah. Way to go.
Thank you, Oprah. Do you remember, speaking of Oprah, do you remember that SNL little skit where somebody made nicknames with Ben Affleck and people that he could have dated? Because that was when he was dating Jennifer Lopez, and they were Benifer. And somebody said Ben and Oprah. Oprah. I think it was Ben Affleck. Maybe he himself. It was. He himself was the guest, and he was like making up a couple names for him and just random people.
I like it.
So I like to think of Oprah as Bopra, but I just think she can do better than Ben. I mean, Ben's pretty good, but I mean, she can do so much better. Like Idris and Oprah, Optis, Optis, Idra. Yeah, that's good. I like that. That's hot. That's hot. Well, that brings us to the end of our show. Thank you for listening and or watching. We love you. Hugs and kisses.
Hearts and sharts.
Sharty farts. Ta-ta.